NVIDIA just reported Q3 earnings and they beat on both the top and bottom lines. And with this earnings beat comes new analyst price targets, including 145 from Truist, 155 from Wells Fargo, 200 from Rosenblatt, and month over month, NVIDIA stock has proven to be the most favorite amongst retail investors. So today I wanted to cover some price targets on NVIDIA, see how far the stock could go. This is a quick and easy walkthrough. Let's get started. So for Q3, NVIDIA did report 122% revenue growth year over year. And with that, major institutions have now upgraded their price levels for 2025 targets. So right off the bat, Rosenblatt did give a new $200 price target for NVIDIA, coming in at the second highest, Wells Fargo, with a price target of 155. The third highest would be Truist Securities with a price target of 145. And the fourth would be Morgan Stanley with a new price target of 144. So at the time of filming, we are hovering around the $119 price point. So definitely some headroom to go here for NVIDIA stock in order for it to keep climbing higher. Now, I do have a daily chart here of NVIDIA, and as you can see, for the past year, all of 2024, it's made an amazing climb higher. So if I turn on my Bollinger Bands here, do see that we are in the upper band of the Bollinger Band for NVIDIA, and we're currently riding along the 20-day moving average, which is this middle yellow line running across. Essentially, anything in this upper band here above this yellow line is considered overbought. Anything below would be considered oversold. So ideally, your entry point would be in the lower band here, and the best scenario would be riding the lower band down in this area. And as you can see, previously the best time to buy NVIDIA was at this point in time when the Bollinger Band was broken and it corrected and pushed higher. So when it comes to reading Bollinger Bands, there's this idea of mean reversion, meaning you'll always want to return to the mean, which is this yellow line running across, which is your 20-day moving average. So now the stock price will continue climbing higher and oscillate like this, and will always want to return to home base, your mean, which is here. And like I mentioned, the absolute best time to buy would be when it touches the lower band again here, which is roughly the $97 price point. We're currently hovering around 119, and which is in between oversold and overbought levels. Ideally, not the best time to buy. I would recommend you wait a bit for the stock to dip, and anywhere down here around the $100 price point is the best time to get in. Looking at the RSI, we're also at the middle point. The best time to buy is when it crosses this 30-point threshold down here. So on the RSI here, you see it touch the 30-point mark and push higher. Again, you saw it down here, touch and push higher. We may revisit oversold levels down here again soon, but it would bounce and revert its course upward. Same goes for the MACD. We had a golden cross down here. Anytime you have a golden cross, that means the stock will continue pushing higher. And we did get a death cross, which is the opposite here about 2 days ago. So it looks like the stock will continue. And one of my absolute favorite technical indicators are pivot points. So if we enable this, we do see that NVIDIA is trending around the pivot point of $118. So anything below this P level, the pivot point, is considered bearish. Anything above this P point is considered bullish. So now we very well may break support here of 118 and push lower, and it would find support on its next key level, S1 here, which is $100 price target. So at $100, like I mentioned earlier, that would be the absolute best time to buy NVIDIA. And from that support level, it should correct its course and continue trending higher. Again, to revisit 118 and maybe even the next level of resistance, R1, which is a price target of 134 with 61 cents. So will we ever reach these new price targets set by the analysts? I do think so. Starting with Mizzou with a price target of 132. So like I mentioned, our next price target on pivot points here would be 134 here, which is your R1 resistance level. And if we're able to break through that, our next level of resistance would be $152 with 18 cents. And that's more aligned with analyst targets of Wells Fargo and Bank of America with 155 and 150 respectively. And if we keep pushing higher, we do have our next level of resistance here, R4 and R5, with $168 price point, $184, and eventually $200. So about 2 years ago, I made a technical technical analysis video for NVIDIA, and the analysis came through. Not only did NVIDIA at the time break over 500, it reached over the $800 price point before the stock split. And on there, I used the very same techniques to chart out future price points. So I definitely see NVIDIA on this path moving forward into 2025 and beyond. They are the biggest player when it comes to GPU and AI machine learning. NVIDIA would definitely be my #1 stock pick recommendation for 2024. So what do you think about these new price targets? Let me know in the comment section. And don't forget to check out my YouTube channel where I have tons of other finance and crypto videos. And as always, if you have any questions, please leave a question in the comment section. I'll be happy to respond. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you on the next one.